Welcome to Third Eye Chakra Consciousness for April. This is the individual chakra of the third eye chakra that we're going to dive into to see what comes up for you. If you don't have my crystalline chakra activations, it's a whole set of the 9 of them and a bonus, like the full integration. It's a massive divine masculine and feminine balance. It's amazing and huge and really profound and deeply healing. So you can grab the whole set for $49 if you don't have that already. I'll link that up below, and then you can use the individual third eye chakra consciousness for this, seeing as though you found yourself here at this reading. We'll see what comes through. There might be another chakra that supports the third eye during this month for you, and you can use that as well, but we'll just see what comes through. So for these individual chakra readings, I'm doing past, present, future, what you're conscious of and what you're unconscious of, and then I'm choosing a masculine and feminine card as we balance the masculine and feminine within the chakra. So, okay, so overlying card for the third eye, convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart with respect and sincerity. So at the third eye chakra, it can be very cutting. The truth is very cutting. And if we don't have our heart connected with what we speak through the center, then it can really cut the truth. And we can be purposely sharp in our words at times as well, and then afterwards we regret it. And it's also a growth in learning in what you're seeing in reality, what you're triggered in, past, present, future. So let's have a look at that. So I'm getting the sense if you've been triggered in what you're seeing in your current reality, there's 2 parts to this. There's a lot of crystalline coding coming through for the third eye chakra consciousness. But if you're rejecting that light, you'll be triggered, not activated. Be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy and bring awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or future. So this is really interesting because this is I'm pretty sure this might have come up in the whole reading actually. Ground and rebalance your energy. And this is sort of in the past. And it's like if there's been words communicated and it's like, because you can see the truth, why can't they see it too? But when we can't, it's like what energy you're bringing to the table. I really dropped into that, into the Unhook Me trainings in the workshop, which by the way, I'm giving free access to the first training of the workshop. So if you want access to the Unhook Me, I'll link that up below and you can gain access to the first workshop because it was freaking mind-blowing. I'm like, everyone needs to see this message. So if you want that, I'll link that up below as well, because Unhook Me is based in unhooking yourself from your past, how to heal from that, releasing yourself from destructive relationships. Third eye is all about relationships, seeing the truth in the relationships, because sometimes we can have people on a pedestal, and then when we heal, we start to see the truth and they fall, quote unquote, they fall off the pedestal. We take them off the pedestal and then we get triggered because we're seeing their humanness, which we're not okay in ourselves, and we've taken them off the pedestal. And this is where our words can become really sharp and cutting. And so taking the time to ground and rebalance yourself when you're triggered is a skill, because when we're still caught up in the old patternings and the reactive feelings, that's when we can really project and I want to say create irreparable words can be spoken in the heat of the moment that we regret later, and then we wonder why our relationship patterns are all the same. In the right now is disengage from outcomes, let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. This is where it's like, do you forgive yourself from your past patternings so that you can actually see the truth? And you knew what you meant, but is there a way, like what energy am I bringing to the table? It's really strong. I have a feeling these came up in the overlying chakra reading actually. I just can't remember which one. And so disengage from outcomes. Then you've got distinctive potential. I do remember these coming up. And this is the future. And this is where you see so much the truth. And the narwhal is the unicorn of the sea, the magic that's around you. But I don't know, there's something about your magic and something about rejecting the light. So let's have a look at the masculine and feminine, because the masculine is the light, the feminine is the dark. And so when we look at it's like you're rejecting the light at the moment, yeah? So, okay, so the feminine womb, spiritual eyes are upon you, waiting for you to step into your power. When we're blaming other people and projecting our own wounds on other people, we stay stuck in the unhealthy cycles. And it's so interesting. So this is the feminine. The third eye chakra consciousness is deeply connected to the sacral chakra. So you might want to watch the sacral chakra video reading, and then also work with the sacral chakra meditation activation alongside the third eye this month. Okay. And so, okay, that's a great idea. This is the first time I'm recording all these individual chakra meditations. I'm going to record how to use the meditations, so I'm not saying it all the time in the videos, and I can just be clear on the reading for you guys. That's a great idea. Okay, saw that. Thank you. Seeing the future. Third eye. Yeah, so you can work with the sacral chakra and the third eye chakra over this month, because third eye chakra is one end from the top, sacral chakra is one end from the bottom. So they're very intricately connected. And when we look at our brain, it's like the same as our gut, like it looks the same. And our ears, so very much ear chakra, but our ears are near our third eye, and our head and our brain are connected to our ovaries. So there's a lot of the same. And they say that our gut is like our third brain. I think that's what it is. There's a heart. Anyway, there's 3 brains, right? Our gut is one of them. And so when we are still holding on to grief from our past, grief is stored in the large intestine, and it's sort of around the solar plexus here, because that's where the large intestine comes up and over, whichever way it goes, and that's where the grief is stored. And so when we're holding on to the grief, we're disempowered in our chakra, because that's where solar plexus, we're disempowered because we're still holding on to the grief, and that's when we project, right? It's like comes through the womb, and because that's where we hold on to the grief and like trying to like get our needs met from mum and dad. It's where it first begins, in the womb, right? And so then that's projected through here in relationships, trying to meet those needs that you need to heal this. So you could work with the third eye chakra crystalline activation. That will help activate it all. If you want to, your healing protocol coming through is third eye, solar plexus, and sacral. You could work with those 3 activations, the crystalline activations this month for your reading. Is going to help with that. So the womb, spiritual eyes are upon you, waiting for you to step into your power. So instead of you projecting, and it's like a real drain of energy too, when we're projecting our pains onto other people or trying to get our needs met through the relationships. And so when you stop doing that and heal your womb, heal your baby, your inner child self, and you get to take your power back, because your energy starts to rise and you're clear again, rather than like, So let's look at the masculine for this, and that's the distinctive potential. Yeah, coming back into your power in the future position. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible, and use your determination to hang in there until you realize the goal. So the masculine, so interesting, you're like true north, the Polaris star. How amazing, right? Do you stand still or follow that which beckons you towards it? That's pretty amazing. It's the masculine. Like, are you going to stay stuck in this, or are you going to do the deep healing work that's required in your womb? Because if you've been feeling anxious, agitated, and really triggered, instead of being activated, you've got grief that you're avoiding that needs to come out because you're not dealing with something that happened a long, long time ago. The overlying card for masculine and feminine is the Mother of Pearls. True wisdom is seeing beyond the present situation. In third eye chakra, of course, seeing beyond the current reality. Sorry, that just dropped. And underneath the card there, I don't know if it's going to focus or not, is the ocean, the Mother Ocean. So Mother of Pearls and Mother Ocean. The balancing of mind, body, and spirit is required to continue on the journey. And that's where I said, are you going to, what does it say? Do you stand still or follow that which calls you? Are you going to actually take the light of consciousness, the light is the masculine, into your womb to heal the darkness, to light up the darkness instead of it being stagnant and allow the grief to come out? Mother of Pearls is seeing beyond the present situation. Like, you're projecting and it gets stuck. When we should project, it's like eject. Like, I reject, eject it, right? I'm ejecting my shit onto you when I project. I love that one. That's brilliant. Thank you. I eject my shit onto you when I project. And so This is so interesting. Wow. So the card underneath that, I'll see if it will focus. I don't know if it can focus. I can't see that. Sorry, guys. But underneath that, so 3 cards have just slid up, right? Mother of Pearls, seeing beyond the situation. So if you're projecting, you're ejecting your shit. You're not seeing the truth of the situation. The Mother Ocean, Mother of Pearls, Mother Ocean, the balancing of mind, body, and spirit is required to continue on the journey. You have to deal with this before you will elevate to your next level of consciousness and elevation in your frequency. And rebirth, you're being given a chance to renew your life. How amazing is that? So the Mother of Pearls, the Mother Ocean, you must deal with this. The mother's calling you to deal with it in your womb, right? How interesting. That's the feminine side. And the rebirth, you're being given a chance to renew your life. Come out. Come out. So the overlying card now becomes, oh no, that was the masculine. The overlying card from that, oh no, that was underneath that. So I'm just going to look at this now because it seems like those 3, Mother of Pearls, Mother Ocean, rebirth. The Lemuria, a divine connection to the Earth Star Chakra is activating within you. Holy moly. In Unhook Me. Unhook Me is like third eye chakra in a way because it's unhooking from destructive relationships and how to heal from your past so it stops dragging you back. Like I said, I've released the first workshop for free because it just was so potent, and I'm like, people need this information so that they can see what's going on when they're in this cyclic destruction of relationships. Well, like, how do I get out of this? That's going to really help to show you what to do, where you're at, what's next. And it's just interesting because in workshop 2 that I did this morning before I started recording these, a divine connection to the Earth Star Chakra is activating within you. And you can see here, it's like this, like it's, you know, it's like the star in the water or something. I was given a tool today for the Unhook Me workshop people of a metal plate, what was actually a silver plate below in the Earth Star Chakra. This is so amazing. I'm going to have to post this in the group. Because that's like this cylinder of healing as you go through this unhooking process. It was so powerful. And so I'm just sharing this with you because this energy is activating through you for the month of April to help you with what you're dealing with. Covered in goosebumps. That's huge. Just another look at that. So activate that within you. So covered in goosebumps for that. Okay. So we've done the masculine, feminine, past, present, and future. What is conscious and what is unconscious? Archangels are calling. So what you're conscious of with your third eye for the month of April is career transition. Something is changing. Now, this is very masculine, the career transition. Something has shifted. You're very conscious that there's these changes going on that is changing the direction of your purpose. Oh yeah, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So there we go. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So you're very conscious that that's what's going on. So what's unconsciously affecting / playing out in the third eye? Interesting, it's the brilliant idea, Archangel Uriel. So if you get that, the brilliant idea in your claircognizance is very much that idea out of the blue. What's going on? The idea out of the blue. That's what you're unconscious of. And I want to say, like, I feel like you're stuck in the ejecting my projection cycle. Projecting my I don't want to look within, so I'm ejecting it out, right? And that's the projection. That's where we get triggered because I don't want to look at it. And I want to say, like how do I describe it? Like, the reason that you've been triggered is because it's actually a really good idea, but you're not ready to look at that. You're not ready to receive the blessings that comes from truly allowing this change to take place. And that's why there's a bit of stalling with it. And that's because the grief of your past is like the weight. And that's a healing process. And that takes time. So working with the third eye crystalline activation, as I said, you could work with the solar plexus and sacral, so you could watch those chakras as well. You could watch the crown if it calls you as well, because those ones have all come through in your reading today. So you could work with those. Otherwise, just stick with third eye. Allow yourself to really work with like the energies like that comes through the crown. That comes through the crystalline energy of the third eye, and know that just by doing that, just by itself, if you want to keep it simple, just do that, and it will, you know, rectify the other stuff as well that's coming through. So as I said, is the brilliant idea that dropped in while I was doing this reading, linked up below will be how to use the meditations in the best possible way. That video is also inside the kit when you buy it, the whole set as well anyway, but I'll put a video there too so you know how to work it. Okay, I'll see you next month in third eye, or I'll see you in whichever chakra.